light means it's recording. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Nadia O'Connor and this is my farm, Shaded Oaks. I wanted to take you on a little bit of a winter barn morning routine, I guess, and show you a little bit about what goes on at the farm. So let's get started. I did want to take a second and let you guys know that this was filmed over a couple of days. You know, when you're in the middle of your morning routine, it's kind of hard to stop to remember to film. So you'll kind of see me in different outfits throughout because I did film this over about 2 days just to get everything in. But I started my morning looking for Bandit's grooming stuff, and I swear I lose it every time. And I tell myself I'm gonna put it in the same place, and then I don't do it. I probably should have given Bandit a bath today, but I knew I was planning on jumping him a little bit later, so I didn't really take the time to do it. So he just got a really good brushing and some hoof picking, and then I hurried off to start the morning feed. And let me just tell you, I don't know if it's every horse or just mine, but my horses are very impatient for their breakfast in the morning, and they can get pretty loud. I started by feeding Zuko and Mary. These are two of my hunter horses. Zuko is my pony hunter, and Mary is a green prospect that I am currently training and working with. Mary is the sweetest girl in the entire world. I think she might literally just be made of sugar, and she is always super excited to see me first thing. Zuko, true to his namesake, is very much a grumpy butt and just wants his breakfast. Once I got those two fed, I did go ahead and get Bandit ready for his morning workout. Bandit has had a little bit of a mysterious injury, illness kind of thing going on for a couple of weeks now, and he's mostly been on light work. We tried to enter a couple of shows like a couple of weeks ago, but he had to be pulled from both, and so he's just kind of been lightly working at home, keeping him in shape, that kind of thing. But I'm hoping and praying that he will make an enormous comeback for the 2024 show season. But ultimately, I just want this boy to be happy and healthy, because he may not have started as my horse, but when I purchased him, I knew that he was my heart horse, and I literally would die for this horse. I would do anything for him. So we'll see. But he did really good this morning, and he seemed to really enjoy his workout. There were a couple of hiccups here and there, as to be expected. You can see here that I'm getting out of the saddle to double check something. I think he was just feeling a little bit weird and tight, so I just wanted to make sure he was comfortable. But once we did that, his ride did seem to go much smoother. Once Bandit and I finished up, we went back to the barn and I made sure that he got his brush out and cuddles, and then I made sure to get him some feed so that he could enjoy his breakfast after cooling down this morning. And then I don't even know what I was thinking, but you can see in this clip that Styles is getting pretty antsy in his stall, and he's kind of been cooped up for the last few days with the big snowstorm that we had here. So I thought, let's give him a spin this morning. And I really don't think I should have been surprised by his attitude today with how he was acting at tack up. He's just very antsy, and I just chalked it up to being excited, which I do think that's probably what it was. But yeah. So I took him out into the round pen, and we started off small, you know, some walking, some trotting, and he did really well with that. But as soon as I asked him to canter, that's when things started to get a little bit crazy. When I tell you this horse took off, now Styles has some speed, don't get me wrong. That is why he is an excellent hunter. But oh my gosh, I thought I was going to come off the back of this horse so fast. He just was not having me today. He wanted to run, he wanted to buck, he wanted to jump. And I was just holding on for dear life at some points. I tried my best to correct him when I could, but as you can see, he just was really feeling frisky today. I really think that the combination of the cold and being cooped up inside for a couple of days really just, he was on it. And as you can see here, this is about the point that I decided enough was enough, and I walked him back to the barn to untack him, and then I turned him loose in the pasture just so he could get some of that energy out. So that brings us back to right here in the barn. I hope that you enjoyed our morning routine. It is kind of simple, but it is something that I really enjoy. Of course, not every day is the same, but that's a pretty good overview. I kind of touched on it a little bit earlier in the video, but I did want to talk about my plans for the 2024 show season. Now, I have a pretty solid string of horses that I plan to show in 2024. There's Miss Americana, there's Never Go Out of Style, there's Lovin' Him Was Red, and Playing with Fire, also known as Zuko, Bandit, Styles, and Mary. Between the four of them, I have a pretty solid show string for the Hunter arena, but I also have plans to show in Western. I did a little bit of it this year for my parents who own Western pleasure and Western event horses. That's what I was raised in, was Western events, but I made the leap into English style riding a couple of years ago and really haven't looked back. But I have been enjoying going back to my roots a little bit, if you will, and look forward to showing some of my parents' horses in 2024. I know that we plan to compete both with HJFJ and JNSA and WSFSE and Jorvik National Rodeo as well. I have definitely set my sights pretty high for 2024, but I've really enjoyed the last year or so showing in the Jorvik circuit and all the friends that I've made along the way, and I'm just really looking forward to another really awesome show year and hope to see maybe some of you guys at the show ring. So all that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a like. I hope to see you in the next one, and I hope that you have a wonderful holiday season, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.